Beyonce, Beyonce. Like, don't be a groupie. Just don't be a groupie. Be your own person. Whoever Lord me.
Pretty young girl from Zambia. You know that she ain't with the drama. Light skin girl, Osama. You know she the bomb, she cause trauma.
Hey guys, welcome back to or welcome to my channel. Hi, my name is Yamba and I create YouTube content which you should subscribe to. Okay, so for today's video I'm coming to you with, like, it was supposed to be a chit chat get ready with me. I'm still gonna title it that, but I actually ended up doing them separately, so I get ready first and then I start talking, just because like I suck at multitasking. So yeah, I figured I'll just do one thing at a time, which I was comfortable with. And this video features this hair. It is from Sowigs and I have a coupon code with them, which is down in the description box. Don't forget to thumbs this up, share it with somebody, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Don't judge my braids, please. I am part of the Black sisterhood who didn't learn how to braid their hair when they were younger, so this is the best I could do. And honestly, I'm proud of myself because they could have been worse. But anyway, the hair I'm reviewing is in this bag right here. It is from the company Sowigs. It is their Peruvian deep wave in 20 inches. Also, me being a naturalista, I'm not amazing at installing my own wigs, but as long as it looks decent, I mean, it's cool, right? So when the hair is out of the bag, it just looks like that. When it's out of the bag, this is what it looks like. It just keeps slipping off my hand. It just feels very soft. I can run my hands through it, and I'm excited to see how this looks. So yeah. Also, before I just install it, it has like a pre-plucked hairline, so that's always nice. Okay, so let me just put my wig cap on. I'm not doing the bald cap method just because, like, we're in quarantine. There's nowhere I'm going. I don't need to have like a melted lace, so yeah. I'm just gonna put this on to see if it fits properly or if I have to adjust it and whatnot. I am going down struggle line right now. Alright, so this is what it looks like on, and obviously I'm gonna cut the lace off and stuff. But yeah, I like curly hair, even though it always looks weird on me at first, but then I warm up to it and I'm just so in love with it. I'm just going to tighten it just a little bit, maybe like put the hook one more like latch in, just so it's like super snug on my head. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is just add foundation to like this bit over here, because I only have it here because usually I only wear wigs that have like top closures, but since it's a 360, you see the lace all the way. This foundation's actually lighter than the one I used originally, so that's great, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I went ahead and, okay, this is not looking cute right now, cut the lace all around the back, and then I'm just left at the bit in front so that I can just glue this bit down and then cut it off. But I also decided that I'm just gonna first show you guys the installation and then continue with my life update, because I honestly cannot multitask and it's already hard as it is, so I would just finish that. So I'm going to be using my Got To Be Glued freeze spray, and I'm just going to spray that all up in here. I'm gonna take my glasses off as well. Hopefully I see what I'm doing. Also not using my hair blower just because I'm lazy, honestly, so. This stuff honestly smells so horrid. It smells really bad. And I'm just doing this so that it gets a bit tacky before I lay the lace on it. Alright, so, moment of truth. Dun dun. Do that. Make sure it's set where I want it. Okay, so now that that's all glued down, do you see that? Do you see that? Yes. Okay. I am going to put a scarf on it just to like snatch it. All right, so it's been a good 20-ish minutes that I've had this scarf on, so I'm just gonna take it off. And yeah, it's pretty much stuck down now. Time to cut the lace. This part makes me so nervous because I don't want to like cut anything important. So alright, it's lifting a little bit over here, so I'll just add more glue there. You know what? I could use my left hand for this. Like, why am I struggling? Okay, so as you can see, we're still looking a bit crusty, and I just have to add more glue where it's lifting, like right there and right on this bit, and then I will be back again. So let's just do this. I just got that on my face, and that's not cute. Beyonce, Beyonce. Let's make this a B-roll moment, or as Chilla and Saidi call it, cinematics.
East and the west, racking up on my breath, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla, too much trees.
I'm just gonna do that and do that. Oh, there's a little bit that I missed right here. I've just done it over the lace, by the way. You can do that according to YouTubers I watch. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. I know we're not snatched yet. It looks like we got a bold spot, but we gonna fix it, okay? I'm just gonna use my Eco Styler gel to like sleek down these baby hairs. They're longer than baby hairs, but that's what they is. I don't know how I want to do this. Doing hair is so hard. Shout out Emma. Oh, and Emma is a Zambian YouTuber as well. She does hair. She owns her own hair salon. And yeah, like I could not be bothered with hair. I do my natural hair and that's about it. There's people like her out there to help us. I literally don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hoping for the best. Oh, it's always better when we're together. Oh, I'm so butthurt about something, you guys, that I'll explain to you in a moment. Alright, so I'm gonna put my scarf back on for hopefully the last time now. So all I'm doing right now is moisturizing it. I just found that I don't know, I was gonna say I don't know where my mousse is, but it's in the garage in a box that has a bunch of hair products. And yeah, I sprayed it with water first, and then I'm just using this leave-in by Palmer's, and it smells so good. I forgot how good it smells, oh my goodness. And done. This is what it looks like. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish my makeup off because my eyes look naked right now. Then I will be right back to spill the tea. Alright, so just excuse the background noise. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and you know, I'm also doing my own thing, so I can't exactly tell them to shush. So I was meant to film this earlier, like this life update, but life's literally gotten in the way, so here I am. So this update starts from, I want to say, okay, like during this whole lockdown quarantine situation, I've been in the house now for a good month, except for the one day I went out jogging and the one day I was moving to my aunt's house. So the exact date I want to start off from is March 20 something. Alright, so March 28th, and that's the day I filmed the Don't Rush challenge, and I did it with a bunch of Zambian YouTubers and bloggers, which was super fun. And if you haven't seen it, I'll just leave like a little preview right here. Yeah, now the Don't Rush challenge is pretty washed out, but we did it like when it was at its prime, so that turned out really good. I hadn't done my makeup in so long prior to that, so it was just nice to, you know, get cute or whatever. And yeah, it was super fun. And yeah, like Roberto reposted ours because we used his song in it, and yeah, it was just super cute, super nice. And then during that time is when I started packing to move out of my flat, because I had previously mentioned like at some point I was alone because Albin had gone home. So I was moving out to come to my aunt and uncle's house, so I had to start packing then. And it's just, I hate moving. Like it's just stress, and I feel like ever since I've been in the UK, like all I do is move. I mean, it's normal like as a student, because you know, you live in halls and you have to move out, and you live in halls or whatever, wherever you go, like student accommodation, you have to move out. You can't live there like the whole year unless otherwise. But yeah, and so like this whole thing, like I had to move again, and it was just so, it was just stressful to say the least. And like for the fact that I had to do it alone, it was just even more stressful. Like I was just under a lot of pressure. And yeah, being indoors because of the whole situation. I can't remember the exact date that the UK went on lockdown, but it was somewhere there, and it was just depressing, honestly. Like being alone, being in a basement flat that couldn't really get much light in because of the construction workers. Y'all know my construction workers. If you're an OG, you know the construction workers. And yeah, like it was just a whole thing. And early April, end of March was just not it. I finally, let me see, I finally moved out. What day was this? I think it was the 1st of April, March 31st. I'm going through my camera roll, by the way, to like remind myself. The 31st of March, I transported some of my stuff to my friend Tab's house just because I knew they wouldn't fit in the car and whatnot. That was so hectic because my building is like, it was in a gated community, so like a courtyard. So I had to get them from the flat to the lift, from the lift to inside the lift. When we went upstairs, from the lift to the main door, from the main door to like a point that was close to the gate, and then from the gate into the Uber. It was just so much work. It was a lot. It was so like, it was a lot. Anyway, dropped my stuff off at Tab's. Didn't even stay too long because yeah, social distancing. Like the whole time we didn't even hug. We like sat on opposite couches. Like we were just not, you know, in contact or anything. So the 1st of April, my aunt and uncle came to get me, and yeah, that was that. And then yeah, it was a whole thing, obviously moving, whatever. And then we get here, that was April 1st. Whatever. That was a Wednesday, and I noticed I had some bumps on my forehead, and I was like, okay, like it's fine. I told you guys in a vlog previously, like I had red bumps and I went to Lush to like get a mask for them. Those went away, and the Tuesday before, like the 31st of March, I actually took a photo on the bus just because the lighting was so peng, and you can tell that my skin was like doing fine. So I guess that was like my last good skin day. So Wednesday I wake up with bumps on my forehead, and I'm like, what's going on, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool, like don't freak out, don't panic. And then I'm just like, what the hell? This is so weird. Like, I'm not even on my period anymore, so why am I breaking out, you know? The 1st of April, that was, yeah, the Wednesday. So the Thursday comes up, and I wake up with a flare on my face, you guys. Like, I ain't never seen my skin in that condition ever. Like, in all 22 years of my life, I have never seen my skin look like that. And I can't even insert a photo because it's a type of breakout that makes your skin crawl. Like, I was looking in the mirror, I was like, no way. Like, what on earth is going on? I was like, what the hell? Like, guys, that breakout. And then I posted on my IG story, I was like, whoever's lowered my face, man, yeah, like, that was not a normal break. I've never, ever broken out like that. And considering I probably still had medication in my system, it's like, how even did that happen, you know? So I can't remember which day it was, but I sent Kay and my mom photos. I was like, guys, look at my skin, and they're both like, what the heck? And then I sent it to my sister Moon. She's like, what the hell? Like, it was actually scary, like actually scary, because it wasn't like, oh, the way I have currently, I have like little well, you can see them, like little bumps or whatever. It was all over my forehead, you guys. Like, this whole part, like this bit, just had bumps on it, like little, like many little bumps. Oh my god, it was so gross. It was so gross. It was the type of like, oh my gosh, where when washing my face, my body was crawling. Like, I was like, it was so bad. And I'm like, this is not okay. Whoever got jealous that I had clear skin, you're not cool. Like, that's not cool to do. Anyway, so as the days progressed, like, I ended up getting more little bumps, like on my cheek area over here, on this side. And I was like, this is weird. Like, this is straight up weird. Like, so I started doing my research and whatever, and then I self-diagnosed myself with a condition called melasthesia something. Basically, it's fungal acne, and like, I've never had fungal acne in my life. That's why I just didn't even know what to do with it. I mean, I was still doing my skincare routine that I showed you guys, minus the pills, because I ran out of those. And I didn't think my skin could relapse, considering I've been off of it before for a while, and it just didn't happen. So I was like, there's no way my skin's gonna relapse, like, okay, at least not right away, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, it turns out I had fungal acne, and all the other acne I have apparently is like bacterial. So I started doing my research on like products to use and all this stuff, and I found what was a solution, which happened to be an anti-dandruff shampoo called Nizoral. So I quickly ordered it off Amazon, and I ordered some oil called squalene oil, which I've never heard of in my life. And what else did I order? I ordered bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar to make like the, you know, Indian healing clay mask, whatever situation. So when those arrived, I just started applying them or using them as directed from the research I had done. And then the shampoo actually worked with like healing the bumps and whatnot. And you'd think once the bumps are gone, like, then my skin's back to normal, we're good, you know, we're chilling. No, it wasn't like that at all. After the bumps went down, I now had dark spots. And I was like, I cannot believe we are back here. I cannot believe it. Like, whoever lowered me. Whoever lowered me, like, y'all are not cool. Like, gosh. And you know what that taught me? It's just like, there's certain traumas that you just can't heal from, because I instantly became insecure again. Just seeing bumps on my face, and like worse than I've ever known before. It was just like, here we freaking go again. And yeah, like, it was bad, but it's improving. And in the last couple days, I've had bumps creep up on like my cheek area, not on my forehead. All that's on my forehead right now are dark marks, which are covered by the makeup I'm wearing, obviously. But it's just so annoying that it's now back to wearing makeup every day, and like, I'm home and stuff, but I just feel the most confident when my dark spots aren't out there and I'm not looking at them, because I don't like myself when I look at them, honestly. Like, just keeping it 100, I'm just like, ugh, Like, I thought we were done with this, you know. Anyway, the other day I just texted my mom to ask her if she can mail me some medication, so hopefully that gets here soon enough and we're back in tip-top shape. So as far as my skincare routine goes, I use the same products, literally all the same products that I used in my skincare routine. The only thing I've added is the squalene oil and doing the Indian Healing Clay mask every couple times a week. And yeah, so hopefully I get my summer skin. And yeah, next topic. All right, so this one is just a bit random, but like my sister sent me some screenshots of people circulating rumors about Dom and I breaking up, and it's just like, if we broke up, you'd either hear it from me or you'd hear it from him. And I just don't get how people wake up one day and just think to start something. And I didn't even tell Dom, like, when Kay sent me the screenshots, just because he'd be like, what the hell? Like, and yeah, but eventually when I told him, I was like, LOL, listen to this. He's like, so people just wake up one day and think, oh, let me start some shit, and just make stuff up. And yeah, it's just really annoying. Like, why would you just start something? I don't get people. I literally don't understand people. You wake up one day and you're just like, oh, let me just tell my friend that Dom and Yums broke up and start something. Like, that's not cool either. So don't do it. If we did break up, like, we've shown our relationship enough online, it would be up to us to let you guys know what happened, or if things didn't work out or whatever. If you don't hear it from me, don't hear it from him, it's false. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And you guys just need to stop spreading stuff that isn't true. There's nothing that gave you the narrative that we're done, so like, why start it? Why spread it? We're still doing distance. It's still not easy, but like, to just come up with stuff doesn't make sense at all. All right, now speaking of like social media and blah blah blah, the other day I got locked out of my Twitter account. And it was my fault, but I blame quarantine because I didn't have nothing to do, so I was on my account like, oh, just scrolling, reading my own bio, seeing what I can change. And then like, my birthday on Twitter is April 11th, 1990, which was what I signed up with, obviously because I was underage at the time. So the only people, like, everyone else can see my birth date, but not my birth like year. I'm the only one who sees it. But then I was like, why is it still 1990 when I'm 22 whole years old? Like, let me just put 1998. So I go in there, change it to 98, and it's like, are you sure you want to change your birthday? And I'm like, yes. So I click confirm, and a few seconds later it's like, you've been locked out of your Twitter account, blah blah blah, because it shows that at the time you created your account you were under the age of 13 and all this stuff. And yeah, so currently I am not on Twitter. At least Dom's been letting me scroll using his account, so that's cool. And I also tweet from his account, which is funny, but yeah, he said feel free, so I've been feeling free. But yeah, I'm just not on Twitter right now, and even if you search for my username, it's showing that the account doesn't exist. I submitted like an appeal form or whatever, and they still haven't gotten back to me, and they're saying it takes a bit longer right now because of everything, reduced staff and all that jazz. So I don't know when I'll like proper be back on Twitter. I just want to make like another one right now just to be in it, because even if I use Dom's account, like, the TL is so different. So yeah, I miss my own TL. So if they don't get back to me soon enough, I will create another account and then just wait on the other one. So if I get the other one back, I'll switch and you get the gist. But yeah, speaking of getting locked out though, today I was kicked out of a WhatsApp group. Like, this wasn't even gonna be part of the video if I had filmed yesterday, but this literally happened today as I'm filming it. So yeah, basically there's all this drama that's been going on Twitter and on Instagram or whatever concerning NSG Papi's live videos and all that jazz. Like, I haven't even watched any of them, or yeah, like prior. And I literally knew who this guy was when he started going live, because I think it was the night of my birthday.
Dinner.
It's dinner? Okay, I'm coming.
Right pretty hair.
Thank you. Yeah, so on my birthday, like when I was on the phone with Kay, you guys saw in the vlog, she was telling me how she was watching NSG Poppy's video. I'm like, who is this dude? And then she's like, you don't know this dude? I'm like, I don't know this dude. And she explained, she's like, oh, you know the people who sang, what's the song called? She's like, no, you're making me forget. Oh, this song, OT Bob. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I know, OT Bob. And then she's like, yeah, those people, not like one of them. It's a group, not one of them. I was like, oh. So I was just so, like, so out of it, you know? Anyway, and considering I don't have my own Twitter account right now, like, Dom's timeline just isn't as Zed Twitter as I would like it to be. So I wasn't really, you know, paying attention to what was going on and like all this stuff, like the whole Matako Mansion thing, like I didn't even, I was so out of it basically. But then a couple nights ago, I was just like, let me try to catch myself up and, you know, put 2 and 2 together type thing. So I was like, okay, I got it. And then the other night there was like drama with someone who tried saying like, oh, people are like losing their morals, and it was just like a whole thing, you know, type thing. So I'm in this WhatsApp group called Zambian YouTubers, and according to them, no one knows about it, but I'm telling you about it, so whatever. So yeah, Zambian YouTubers, it's a group that has Zambian YouTubers in it. There's like 150 something people and I don't even know all of them. I only know a couple people. This is like, if you know me in groups, you know I mute the group chat for like a year as soon as I get into the group chat, and I just don't, I'm not like a group chat person. So even with that one, I check it like once in a blue moon, probably like once in forever. So last night I'm unable to sleep, so I'm like, oh, let me see what's going on in here, you know. And then, oh, I was archiving my chats and then that one popped up, so I was like, let me see what's happening in here. So I open it and there's like 500 messages, so I'm like, ain't no way I'm going through 500 messages. So I just scroll all the way to the bottom, and then there was a video there that one of the members had posted concerning the whole drama that was happening. So I was like, oh, let me watch. So I started watching the video, and it was basically saying how Chanda Kambwili had influenced people to get onto this whole Matako Mansion thing and whatnot, and Chanda and I aren't even like friends like that, you know what I mean? But I was just like, this isn't cool. Like, she wasn't the instigator of this whole situation. All she did was stand up for something or give her opinion on something, you know what I mean? And I was just like, this isn't cool. Like, the person doesn't have to be my friend or my ride or die for me to just be like, this isn't cool, I don't agree with what you're saying. Like, I agree that, yeah, okay, morals are being lowered, standards are being lowered, whatever, but you can't put it all on one person when she's not even the one who like started the live or whatever. There's so many people who've been commenting, who've been doing different things, and you can't just like pin it all on one person, you know. That was my standpoint. My point wasn't like, oh, I'm agreeing with what NSG Poppy's doing or whatever, though to each his own, but I was more on the, you can't put it all on one person, you know what I mean? So yeah, I commented, I was like, I really wasn't gonna say anything about it, but I just don't think it's fair that you're slandering one person concerning this topic. And then in the group, apparently they were all like, oh no, I don't know what they were saying anyway because I wasn't following, but someone told me in there that they called me a snitch. I don't know what else they said about it, and I was just like, I'm literally just the only one who's opposing you guys' views, because everyone in the group was like, yes, like condoning basically everything that the video was saying from A to Z, like, yes, this, like, they were just for it. Like, you know that groupie effect, one person says something and they're all just like, yeah, and I was like, no. I'm not in support of what he's doing, but I'm also not in support of putting another woman down because she spoke up, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was just like a whole thing in the group, and like, I now understand why my parents wanted me to be a lawyer, because that group effect thing doesn't work on me. 50 people can be saying one thing, I'll be the one who says something different and I will stick by it type thing, you know? So yeah, in the group it was just like a whole thing. They even removed me out of the group. I didn't even say anything in the group, but yeah, I was removed out of the group because of whatever. Yeah, I was saying they were calling me, oh, a snitch, a what, and I'm like, in my head I'm thinking, there are 150 people in this group. Anyone could have said anything to anyone. It's just that I'm the one who said I don't agree with this, so automatically I'm the bad guy. Like, are y'all okay? So yeah, at some point I was removed out of the group. I messaged the person who put me in the group. I was like, is the reason I've been removed out of the group because I had an opposing opinion? And she's like, oh, let me check. And then I texted her again. I was like, oh, add this number, because someone had DM'd me on Instagram saying they wanted to be in the group. So I was like, okay. So I texted her, I'm like, oh, add this number. And then a few minutes later, she's like, add them, meaning she had added me back into the group and made me an admin. So I'm like, I don't really care to be in the group, honestly. It's just annoying that you're saying all these things about me when all I did was have a different opinion from you guys' opinions, you know what I mean? And it's not like I was saying, oh no, your opinion is invalid. Like, I just stated what I thought about the situation. Yeah, so I go back in the group, and then the first message that pops up is my friend Saidi being removed from the group, and the person who removed him is like, oh, this person, I forgot that he's Nyamba's friend, who's next? So I'm like, why do these people think they could just do this? Like, keep removing people just because, oh, they're associated with me and what. I don't even know what Saidi said, but he was probably also just saying like, y'all dumb for this, you know what I mean? So yeah, they're like, I forgot he's Nyamba's friend, so they removed him as well. So I replied to it now and I'm like, this is BS. So I'm like, how shallow are you? And then the guy replies, he's like, how shallow are you? I'm like, I'm shallow because I had an opinion different to you guys' opinion. Like, does that even make sense? And then it just became like a whole thing. And then at some point I was like, you know what? Like, goodbye. I don't want to be part of this. And that's how, like, that's your typical Zambian behavior when it comes to even supporting each other or whatever. Like, people just can't support each other. And in this whole situation, I just feel like people are that, like, don't be a groupie. Just don't be a groupie. Be your own person. People are literally kissing ass just to stay in the group and look cool and whatnot. And it's like, we're all entitled to our own opinions. We can all stand on our own 2 feet. I don't need anyone's clout. Even if you have 50K subscribers, I don't need your clout. Like, it's fine. I told them, I was like, let me see the last message I sent in there. I was like, anyway, you guys can keep this going and call me a snitch or whatever else you want to, simply because I don't agree with you. I don't like the groupie effect you have going on, and if it makes you happy, you can unsubscribe from my channel as well. God bless. Like, I was just done. I was like, I don't want to be part of this. Do what you gotta. Agree with each other. Talk shit if you have to. And yeah.
It's above me now.
So that's how my Monday's gone, and yeah, that's about it. And that's where I am. Oh, one more thing I was about to forget. Oh my god. Last night I found out that my flight got canceled. Yes, my flight, which is like all the way at the end of June to go home, got canceled. So that pretty much sucks. So I don't know when I'm gonna be home next, and gotta keep the faith that all this will blow over soon enough. And I just hope you guys are staying safe, washing your hands, wearing your masks if you're going out and whatever. And yeah, and also, you guys, as I'm filming this, we have hit 15K subscribers, so thank you so much for sticking by me. Thank you for your support, and never ever ever goes unnoticed. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, don't forget to use my discount code for 10 bucks off of your hair. It's gonna be in the description box. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
That's how I do. Made 100,000 kwacha with my crew. Fall in love is something I will never do.